Hey guys, welcome back to Popo's Woodwork. So this is going to be another project where I was sitting in the house bored, mine running 100 mile an hour. So basically what I'm going to do is, let me grab this and show you. This is a racing fuel can, if you can see here. These little pieces right here you can buy, which gives it this little bit of a bend. So therefore, when you're pouring your fuel, it makes it a little bit easier. So this one's full of gas, but anyway, here's the other one. You see, I don't have one for this, and the hose is completely straight. So, yeah, mind you, these pieces like between $8 to $12. They're cheap, but I'm cheaper, and I don't want to buy it. So, where I built my kayak carts a while back, I had some PVC left. And let's see what size this thing is. I think it's an inch. It's a 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch PVC. So basically what I'm going to do is I've already checked this and it's thin. I don't know if that'll get it, but anyway, it's the thin stuff. So it does fit over top of this hose. I'm going to use old trusty heat gun and I'm going to heat a section of this up, see if I can get a bend in it, and then put this over top of that hose to give me the bend that I need on that hose. So in reality, it sounds like a great idea. I ain't never bent PVC, so we're gonna see if this video actually makes it to YouTube or not. Anyway, let me go get started and cut this little piece down and see what I'm gonna do. All right, so what I'm gonna do, you see my line right here, I'm just gonna heat this little section and just keep rolling it back and forth, heating it until I get evenly heated. And then I'm gonna try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to get the bend. I got the gloves on because I'm pretty sure this stuff's gonna get hot to the touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to throwing the heat on it, and we'll see what it's gonna do. Who knows? It's trying to kink up on me. I might have to get something put inside of it to give it a little more where it won't kink on me. It's very pliable, but that's what I don't want it to do. I don't want it to kink. All right. So either way I flip it, it's going to kink. So what that means is plan B. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so here's plan B. I got some duct tape that I can't get started. This stuff is crap. Okay, so look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't buy duct tape at Dollar General or Family Dollar when you're in a pinch, because the yahoos cut it all the way through. So every time I go to a piece, it's going to rip right here. But it is what it is. I don't need much. So now, that said, after slamming them online, which I don't really care, we're going to block off this end here. And then I don't have a shovel, but I went to my daughter's sandbox, and this is gonna make a mess, but it's late tonight. You know what, probably easier if I just did this, just scoop it in from the bucket. Hey, there we go. All right, so break that off in the floor. Now the tube is full of sand, and I'm going to do another piece of duct tape to hold that in. Okay, so now other than, I can already see what's gonna happen with this is I'm gonna melt the dickens out of this duct tape to where it probably won't come off, but we'll get it off. Anyhow, so enough talking. I'm gonna go back to heating, and I'm hoping with all that sand being there, because it's pretty heavy now, with all that sand being there, once I get it good and hot, I can use that, the sand, to help keep the form while I bend it around this can, because ultimately it doesn't take long for it to cool off and keep the shape. So now we're gonna try it again. All right, we're just about there. You can feel the hard spots in it, which is right here. Now I'm just gonna hold it for a minute. And it's really hot where my fingers are on that duct tape. Be nice if I had a third hand to pour some cold water on it, but I don't. Okay. Now I do. And it's a little concave. Like I said, this is my first one. And I'm gonna see if that'll work, because I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna have to cut it all the way down here where it actually slide over the pipe. So if this don't work, I'm gonna try to pack the sand in really, really tight. Hopefully it won't bend, but anyway, just bear with me. Oh, I ain't even got the stupid thing on camera. Woo, still hot. Anyway, bear with me. I'm gonna take the tape off, get the sand out, and then try to cut this thing down the bend, and we'll see how it does. All right, here's where I am now, and I just used my bandsaw and put 2 relief cuts in it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try somehow, I should have did it before the curve, but I'm gonna try to cut this out right here from this cut to this cut on both sides to get this crap right here out of the middle, and then ultimately this will still hold the hose. But that's my idea. We're gonna try it. I just gotta figure out, my Dremel doesn't work anymore. If you had a Dremel, oh my goodness, it'd be so much easier. If I had a Dremel, I could just take and just follow this right here and cut through, but I don't. So now I gotta figure out what in the world I'm gonna cut that with. So just bear with me. All right, other than painting it because it looks like crap, as you can see, it actually worked. Look, the hose, let me see if I can't spin this around. The hose does not have a kink in it whatsoever. so it doesn't distort the hose. It has that 90-degree bend, kind of like that one right there, all with a little elbow grease and some scrap laying around the garage. Yep, I'm happy with it. Now I'm gonna pop this thing off, paint it black or either gray, and it's done. All right, I decided to go with gray. I do have a little dent here, but I'm gonna put that at the bottom of the can. Not gonna see it. But anyway, so that's that. Now I'm gonna let this stuff dry overnight, and in the morning I'll come back and put it on the can, and she's a done deal. So that paint on the other one did dry, so what I went ahead and did this morning is I made 3 more. So here they are right there. I had this little short section. Now that did have a crinkle, but I'm gonna cut this out. And as you can see, besides getting all the rest of the tape off, I'll sand it off. You can see that did a lot better. And I used the same thing. I just used a staining can to do the bend. But what I did different with these was I put the sand in here, and once I put it in, I packed it down and got the sand really tight inside of that. Then I took the heat gun and I heated them slowly, which in turn, what it's doing is it's heating the sand up, and the sand is what's making that so pliable because it's so hot. Because every time I pour the sand out, it come out steaming. So anyhow, now I've got these done. So what I'll do is I'm gonna do like I did the other one, because right here where this bend is, I'm gonna take that out. One, it makes it easier to get this thing on and off the hose. Two, as that hose bends, it won't put it in the bind. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean these up. I cut it with the last one with the bandsaw and used my multi-tool. I think this time I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna use my bench grinder and just start grinding it and see if I can grind a section out of this. But we'll see. It ain't nothing but PVC. Anyhow, let's see how that turns out. So here's my different phases. All right, so this is the first one that I did, as you can see. And this part right here is really wide. That I did and I was in a hurry. This one is the second one I did, and this is using the bench grinder to cut this out. I don't really like that. But what I did do versus, see this one right here, I just got a single slit. I cut this open to give it a little bit more relief to pop it on the hose. We'll see how that does. But this one, I just used my multi-tool for the whole thing. And this is the way this one turns out. I like this one. This is my favorite. So it's got a good bend to it. As you can see, it's a whole lot cleaner. So basically, blah, 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 can't talk. Basically, I cut that little relief in there just enough where I can get my fingers in it, slide it over the hose on both ends, and then just made this look like that, I guess. Anyway, very easy to do with that multi-tool. So now I'm gonna paint these, and once they dry, we'll stick them on the can and I'll show you what it looks like finished. Here's what it looks like finished, and as you can tell, this one's got just about the same bend as the store-bought one. And if I had to tell you, I'd probably just buy one. It's 10 times easier to go ahead and buy one that's already made for that than it is to do this. But my problem is we're leaving in a couple days to go for an ATV side-by-side ride, and if I'd have ordered this one, it wouldn't have been here before I left. And using these cans with the spout being straight, it's a pain in the butt. A whole lot easier when you got that bend in it. And for those of you that's wondering, this one is the $50 can, and this one is the $20 can that you can get at Rural King if y'all have one of those in your area. So you can do this, make it work. Works just the same as the expensive one. But anyhow, so that's that. PVC pipe. Turn this thing around a little bit. You can see how it doesn't bend the crinkle the hose or nothing through here. So it'll work for what I need it to do anyhow. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Like I always say, thanks for watching. If y'all got any questions, shoot me a comment and I'll do the best to try to answer them. Y'all have a nice day.